Hey, Helen. So first off, let's get a bit of a maker going on this website. The Man in a Suit, the book, which is good, but I wonder how many of your clients are men in suits with that image. I wonder whether we need a slider box or whether we need to change this to a woman. Not sure, but we definitely want to be able to have several different ideal clients. And right now, we're dealing just to masculine. Raise your credibility with a book, stand out, attract revenue, inspire people. Get started. I'm fine with that. We want to write and publish a book so that you can stand out in the marketplace as an expert or thought leader. So now we need images right here, probably 2 or 3 images of the ideal people, maybe the Michael Gerber, the older person, the professional lady, and even the young and up inspiring millennial who you could work with. These are good, but I think I'd like to go more comments underneath these because I'm not quite sure. I know what we're saying, but there's not a lot of text here to bring it through, and it's an awful lot of space not used. So I think even if we get this to like 2 full lines for each of them, we could put this through. And you can have all this too, and then I think we should have that image of the 20 or so books or something that you've done. You want a book, but I'd like to put this over to the left-hand side and have some images of you and your team working together. Because right now this is just very gray and we haven't got a lot going on for people to get that. No matter what, where you are in writing process, we can assist you. Click here. I love that. I'd love to see a picture of you or your team again here, just to sort of waiting for people to see it. This is good, but I also wonder if we shouldn't have this way higher up on the site. Stand out in the marketplace. So let's have an image of somebody standing out in the marketplace. New York Times bestseller, Amazon top category, that kind of thing. So we have a graphic that goes with this. If you want that book, we can assist you, helping your goals. I mean, this is fine. Authors' books, love this. I wonder if we could even turn this into like a scrolling box that doesn't actually wait for us to have to press a button. Whether we could actually, because right now it takes us to a different page. So I think it'd be awesome if we could bring that through. Authors featured on, that's awesome. Why choose us? Again, images. We need to get some images into this. More text too. I think we could probably make this into 1 paragraph rather than 5 short ones and just highlight some key points, how we do it. So again, I think I'd love to see some images going on here of what's showing in this, and we guide you. So like this very much because of the background image. It's strong, it's got color, it fills the whole screen. Our ideal authors. So again, I'd love to see some images of all these types of people. Maybe a picture here of the workshop when you've had people at the boot camp. We're ready for the next challenge. We want to start, grow your credibility. This isn't a box. I think this box needs to be hyperlinked. Let's get started. We don't have any social media at this point. So nobody knows you guys are on social media, which I really want to turn up. Some of our book topics. Again, these are fine. It's just we spent a lot of time getting to this page, and I don't know how many people read this far down and then get. Yeah, I'd like to see an image next to one of these books so people can get an idea for that. Let's get started. Why authors love us. This is awesome. We'll love to see more of this. Love to get some social media in this. I've seen the form. I filled it in. So let's get some social media icons across the bottom at the very least. So that's the home page. Obviously, when I press home, it goes to home. So I'm not sure why. Maybe because everybody doesn't realize that when they're on a separate page, clicking the logo will bring them home. When I get to testimonies, it doesn't actually work. I have to click down to here. So I'd like, I think, to be able to have that work as a click as well as here. These are great. I mean, the actual videos themselves are great, but we need 300 words right here for Google to be able to stand out on this page about the work that you've done and the feedback that you have, because we're not getting indexed on this page for that very, very reason. Also want to work on the meta descriptions of each page too. So go to testimonies, go to portfolio. Again, this is good, but I think we need a lot more text on this page to explain to people the types of people in business and how you've worked with them. And under each category, I mean, the pictures kind of speak for themselves, but I think we need some text to go with that as we go down. But this is much better to have lots and lots of images like that. I'm happy with that. When we get to writing, I want to see pictures of people. I want to see you working alongside people. I want to see pictures of people sort of coming up with a thumbs up and that kind of thing. This is good. Again, I'm not sure about the 5 columns. I'd like to see this more solid sort of going down, especially because when it translates into mobile, it's still messy. If we had that different, it would go into different columns. So I think that would be way better rather than just getting all squished up with those central ones. So we could do that. 3 paths to write your book. So again, custom, I'd like to see some icons here. So 3. So right now, if you go custom, there's nothing to click on. Guided and a la carte. So I think we need to work on sort of 3 different sort of icons, if you like, that really show people the 3 routes that they can take. And then when it says brand and publish, I'd love to see some images here around what you've done and a lot more text just here about exactly that. Let's get started. So we've got that again. Again, I'd love to see a picture of you or one of your team right here. Social media links across a footer on everything. With the brand, there is no brand. We've got lots of text here, but we haven't got any examples of the branding that you guys have done for the book, how you've made those covers stand out. And I think that's really important that we put those together because it's just plain. And we're talking about branding here. And there's lots of things that we could do for that. So let's get that in. I'd also like to see some pop-ups on this page. There's a really good WordPress plugin called Bloom. I don't know what pop-ups work on your software platform, but I'd love to see some pop-ups coming up after 3 or 4 seconds on each of the pages. When we get to publish, again, I'd love to see some stats at the top here. New York Times bestseller, Amazon #1, etc., right at the top. To get it published, you have questions, we have answers. So that should be where we lead into the blog, because this is where I think we're really missing out is all of these questions people might have, we could answer in an FAQ within blogs. Should I go for the traditional publish or self-publication? That's a blog in its own right. We should be read more. It's a quick download, 1 blog, 2 blog, 3 blogs, right there. Your guide is self-publishing. So this is a great download, but let's get some quality blogs written about the questions that people have there. So images here of what it would look like. In as little as 5 weeks. That is incredible. We should be singing that from the rooftops, and it's just in single print. Again, we're back to those 5 columns, which I think we could do a lot more with. Again, no images of people. Back to these icons again, which I think we could totally beef up. Love this. I think this should be popping up, this free 1-hour consultation, because I don't know if people see it right at the bottom. Then when we get to resources, there is no resources button here. I have to go to events. So for me, resources would be all the white papers, all of the blogs that we have, Learning Center, what I call They Ask You Answer. This image is stunning. I want to see 100 more images like this, Helen, because this is exactly what you do. And I love this. It's got real power. It's got motion. It's got people. Love this. This is well written. Happy with this. Join us at an event. Next event is April. Next event is the Writers Bootcamp. So we need those events right here. When we go to webinars, I'd love to see a picture of you on a Zoom screen so people could do that. A sign-up box here. Sign up for our next one, September 11th. Everything about Amazon that we did the other day. Previous topics. These are really good topics. I'd love these to be links to pre-recorded webinars so people could watch that through, find out more, subscribe to our e-zine, but have that date to it too. Love to do that. Workshops. Want to see a picture of the workshop right here, just like right at the top. Love to see one for webinars. Love to see one for workshops right here. This needs a lot more text. We need a link to the next workshops coming up. Love to see a testimony here from some people who have been on the workshop before. The running retreats, again, this is a great picture here. I'd love to see that, like a hero image, and have some dates. So have the dates of the previous ones, some testimonies of other people. I know you got one going on right now. If we had some short video of what people do, and then boot camps. The next boot camp date, which is coming up. So make this image much bigger. We need to really, really dial down and get these landing pages linked so people can sort of find out what's going on. And then speaking. Helen, you do great speaking in this. Again, it's a wonderful image. I want to see this big. I'd love to see, as much as you've got places that you spoke, I'd love to see keynote topics going over to, I'm not sure why it's helen@authorbridge.com. I'm sure, I mean, I just, seems strange to do it that way around to me. I'd love to be able to have some comments about what people have heard you speak and the impact that you've had, and then go to a speaker's bio page where we've got your photograph, your key topics, sizzle reel, that kind of thing that people could download. I think we're totally missing out on getting you out there. But I want to see the blog going into this, and then the About Us page, no picture. I know if we go to the team, we've got pictures here, which is awesome, and you all look wonderful. But I'd love to see that, earlier on, so that we could bring that in. Core values. Again, this is a great page. Not sure why we have to go to a separate page when it's all on the same in that respect, because they're all here anyway. So just wondering if we click on those buttons, whether it should just take people to that piece of the page. And then giving partners, love the fact that you guys do this. Would love to see a lot more about that written down. And again, if we could get testimonies back from these people sort of saying what a difference you've made by the money that you've given or the time that you've given, that would be great. The other thing is too, we're linking here to other pages, and I've lost the link. So they should open in a new page, and that would really, really help. So that's my very brief overview of what to do with a website. I can have this typed up if you need to. If not, let me know. If not, hopefully this video will work as it does. That will do for now.